master. The slave is up here. What do next? Here's a new one. So that's where we at with it so far. I'll get back to you in a minute.
So let me show you guys the fuckery. You see this? That's supposed to be adjustable. They have welded it into place. I don't know who was the master welder that decided this was a good idea, but this is what we had to deal with. So we're putting a new one in now, and time to go.
This is just real short. One thing I'm a little worried about is didn't come with a gasket, and that gasket looks kind of bad already. But let's get this changed out. Alright, so I took the tube off from the bottom off. I'm about to take these off, but I also want you guys to see there's a connector here that comes off. A connector here that comes off, and then two. There's one here and there's one back there that comes off of this. And then this comes right off. So just take these bolts off, already loosened them. And then we'll get to pulling the throttle body out.
Old throttle body is out.
And then I'm done. Well, after I tighten this up. Just put this hose in and tighten this up. Alright. And that's that. Alright, so I already got started. As you can see, I removed all the panels in the bar, changing the spark plugs and coil packs. I went NGK as usual. So basically you take the bar off. These is connected to this here. It's also connected to this and this. Then the bar comes up and it makes it a heck of a lot easier to get back here. I already took everything out and put the new ones in, and I'll show you the process when I get to the front. So all this is going to get wiped down and cleaned up so that it can look like something. So that's what's coming up now. I'm going to wash all this up, spray it all down, and put it back in. Alright, so I started cleaning this out a little bit. I don't know if you can tell, but it looks a little bit less. Those little crevices was hard to get. I'm going to knock this side real quick. Bars back on and cleaned. Now I just got to put the plastic panels on, and then I got to knock out these front ones, and I'm done. Well, with the tune-up anyway. I did the throttle body earlier, as you can see, is new. The slave, the master's new, the braided clutch line. So yeah, I had to replace this because the guy had it dumping down to the bottom, and there's no fender liner, so during rainy weather, it's kind of dangerous. So yeah, just a little bit left. Once I take these out, I'll be able to clean here a little bit better. You see I started. So yeah, that's what's going on. I need another one of these. But yeah, it's coming along. The only reason why I'm not gonna do my knock sensor is because last time I took this off, these gaskets were a little bad. Were like kind of, going bad. So I'm gonna get new gaskets before I lift this back up. But that's the next thing, knock sensor. And then I gotta change out all the O2s. And then the brakes. But I'm gonna do the brakes first, then the O2s. So let's put this back together. So right now I'm working on getting the spark plugs at the front. You see I cleaned it off a little bit more. So I'm almost done here. Focus. Yeah, they look horrible, bro. So yeah, it's time for new ones. So almost done. And as you see, everything's nice and clean now. So this is the finished product. Everything's back on. Everything's nice and clean. Runs fine. Alright, so what I'm working on now is I have to get to the knock sensor, which is underneath here. So right now, I'm pulling up all the bolts. We're gonna take this gasket out, copper spray it, let it set while I'm working. Pull the whole intake up, change that knock sensor, and then put everything back on. Put all the gaskets, I'm gonna copper spray in the process. So as you see, I already started taking out some of the bolts. So let's get to it. All right, the old knock sensor is out. So now what I'm doing now is I'm putting the new one in. So the swivel, I just have to get it into the hole, screw it in, make sure it's tight before I pull it off. Because now the problem with these knock sensors is that it has a bad habit of breaking off on the tip. So that's why I put like a piece of cardboard or paper to keep it from moving. Once it's all the way in and tightened, then I'll pull it up. Usually it doesn't break if you do it that way. So cross your fingers with me, guys. Let's hope this is what's gonna happen. So knock sensors in, fuel rail is back on, my copper sprayed. I cleaned everything down real good. So let's get everything put back together and crank her up and see what happens. So this is what we got going on. Right now I'm working on the brakes. Motor's out. What's about to happen there is clutch, rear main seal, water pump, fixing it all the way up, front axle coming out, all the brakes getting changed. Let's get started. So, what I got going on now is, this is a 08. It's my donor car. It was hitting the front. Right now, I'm taking off the tail lights. I'm doing it over there. See, that's the original. That's the new. These are in good shape, so I'm gonna use these on here. Next thing I'm gonna do, so I got this black interior. Take off the door panels, all that good stuff, switch it over. I'm even thinking about using this, but I'm not sure yet. But it's a thought. And as I keep going, I'll keep you updated. So what's happening right now is all of the black is starting to make its way over to my baby. Of course, donor car. So right now I just did the front one. Now I'm about to rip this back one out. This one's already partially off. I think, as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to pull this one off because I took everything off. 2, 1, and this piece that sits here. So let's get this off and put it on the other one. Alright guys, so door panel here. And there you go, I don't know if you saw it. And then this is now on. Got all this. Now I gotta go to the other side and get that side. I'm thinking about doing these because these literally just pop out. So I could probably get these too. So yeah, I might grab the black pieces like these from the other one too and put it over. And that's what I got going on so far. Honestly, I wanted to do all of this, but it don't look like I'm gonna be able to get to all that. So I'm just gonna do what I can down here at the bottom. Pop the seats in, and I'll be good to go. So still gotta do the door panels on that side. I'm gonna see how easy these center pieces are. And I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna take this, switch it out. I got the cleaner trim pieces. As a matter of fact, once I screw this down, I can put this trim piece side on. So, I'm making progress, guys, making progress. So far, I've gotten all of this side done. Trims are on. Black, the only thing I couldn't change was the shifter area because, unfortunately, this other one was automatic. As you see, glove box is in. The other side is also connected. I just gotta get this because I'm gonna show you. On this one, the guy had put the backup camera on the switch. So now I have to make a spot for this one here. So I'm gonna take this, make the hole, slide this in, then I'll bring it back down and connect this, and then that'll pretty much be that done. So far so good. You can see on the black. I still gotta do the door panels on this side, but I'm getting there. So this is how we're looking. I still gotta do these door panels. I've got them. I'm still gonna make it 2 pieces. But so far, so good. So after me and my brother's little shindig yesterday, I noticed that I was getting a little bogged, but let me see if you can hear it. Hear that rattling around in there? PCV valve went bad. So there's the old. Here's the new. So let's swap them out. And hopefully this fixes my issue.
Do it again.
Look at that, look at that. PLM cats have arrived. Nice. So what's up, y'all? I was having an issue with my idler, with my tensioner pulley, sorry. So I just ripped it out. There go the old one right there. See how worn out, beat up that is? I got the new one. Right here in the box. Well, this one even come with the bolt. So yeah. The new. That's the old. Hopefully that fixed my jumping problem. So basically what was happening was every time the car would start up, the belt would slide and be off the edge. That's why you see that weird right here. So I'm hoping with the new one, it's no longer a problem. So now I'm about to throw the new one in. Get back to you in a second. Alright, so new idler pulley is on. I have to tighten this up a little bit down here. Tighten it up a little bit. So now what I'm about to do is, this tire is coming off so I can replace the crank pulley, which once I get the tire off, I'll show you everything that's going on down there. So that's what we got going on. So now that the wheel is off, as most of you guys know, there's this rubber bushing here, and it's usually another ring around it. The ring is gone because it failed. So I have to replace this so that I can have this functioning properly. So this is what's coming off now. So I have the tools. I'll get back, I'll show you the tools and everything. So here's the tool that goes over to hold the crank in place. Of course you need this to go over the bolt, but you need this tool for this kind. There's a different one where if it has the holes, it hooks on like that, but that's not the kind I have on the TL. So get this up on here. We're gonna lock it in with the breaker bar and get this going. All right, good. All right, so there's the old one, and as you see, the piece that goes around it where the belt sits on is missing. So here's the new one. Where as you see, here's the rubber, and here's the piece that's supposed to be on the outside. So, and the tensioner pulley is done. So now we just gotta put this back together, put the belt on, and crank it up.